having a group discussion. So I'm gonna share with you what is microsocial and macrosocial. So when we say microsocial, it focuses with the potential effects of different immediately surrounding circumstances, and while the macrosocial focuses in broader cultural, political, and educational environment. So let's go back to microsocial factors. So in microsocial factors, dapat diri ang motivation. So motivation both intrinsic and extrinsic can impact the effort and persistent learners who need to acquire a new language. So, and then we have for the cognitive abilities. So learners' cognitive abilities, it includes working memory capacity and language aptitude affect their ability to process and acquire a new language. And also we have the social interactions. So in social interactions, we have the peers, teachers, a native speaker provide opportunities for language practice, feedback, and scaffolding, which facilitate language acquisition. And lastly, we have the individual learning styles. So different learners may have preferences for particular learning styles or strategies, which can influence how they engage with language learning activities. So otherwise, we also have the macro-social factors. So, di ba na yun po, macro-social factor, from the word itself, macro, it stands for broader societal influences. So we have the cultural context. So cultural norms, values, and practices influence language use and learning strategies, as well as attitudes toward the target language and its speakers. And also we have the socio-economic status. So socio-economic factors including access to education, resources, and opportunity for language exposure. And also we have the language policy and planning. So official language policy, language attitudes, and the status of target language in society can affect the availability of learning resources. And also the very important macro-social which is the globalization and technology. So in globalization, okay, naandiri ang advancement in technology that facilitate the greater access to language learning material. Di ba, like, puso naman kinakaroon, daghan na kayo na sa mga, like, computers, para ta maka-communicate, and also we can learn language through that. So, besides that, naputay kitawag of input and interaction. So, in second language acquisition, so both of these are very crucial concepts that influence the learning process. So in input, it refers to the linguistic stimuli that learners are exposed to, including spoken or written language. So according to the input hypothesis proposed by Stephen Krashen, so niinan siya nga, learners acquire language when they receive comprehensible input that is slightly above their current level of proficiency. So it's very understandable na if na ay usa ka tawo nga maghatag sakto, precise na input na ihatag sa usa ka learners is makasabot rin ang usa ka learners. And then magamit nila sa iyang language acquisition learning. And also we have the interaction. So interaction involves communication between learners and speakers of the target language. So this can be occur in various forms, such as conversations with peers or teachers, collaborative activities, or interactions in naturalistic settings. So interaction provides learners with opportunity to negotiate meaning and receive feedback and engage in real-world language use. So when we say receive feedback, it's very important. It also motivates the learners na panalitan ang teachers pwede nasa setting ang setting kay nasa room. So ang usa ka teacher naghatag siya feedback sa usa ka estudyante, feedback na ang hayan like Marshall kung ipana. So it motivates po sa student na ay ako ni ibangayan budget maayo. And also na ay mo motivate ano na abot ay gitawag nga negative food nga outcomes, like for example is pasad ka na usa ka estudyante sa negative na feedback, like daghan pa siya ka nag kuhan ka ng tarungon sa iyahang kuan ka ng work. So yeah, negative man siya paminawon, pero you should kuan di mo siya tatuhon nga motivation na lang para nimo di mo na siya tarungon sunod. So that would be all. So akong discussion is we talk about microsocial and macrosocial, and also the input and interaction. So what about you, Nicole? You have something to share?
Yeah, so, do you know, wait. So, do you know the role of feedback in SLA? So, ako siya i-discuss ron. So, feedback in SLA or second language acquisition is exemplified through various forms, each contributing to the refinement of language skills. For instance, corrective feedback from a language teacher can pinpoint grammatical error, such as verb tense misuse, helping learners rectify this inaccuracy. So, peer feedbacks, on the other hand, may involve constructive comments on pronunciation or vocabulary choice. It also offers diverse perspectives that mimic real-life language interaction. So, self-assessment feedbacks allow learners to reflect on their performance, identifying strengths and areas for improvement independently. So, an example is to be a student recognizing and addressing their struggles with using preposition correctly after receiving feedback on a written assignment. So, these diverse feedback sources collectively contribute to a comprehensive learning experience. So, sa kani is kung ang sayop sa bata na maka-help ni o build sa bata. For example, nasayop ang bata sa iyang comprehension, as I example, nasayop ang bata sa iyang assignment nga about sa preposition. So, naka-receive siya feedback, yan yung gibuhat as experience para makatuon pa siya, para mag-learn pa siya og learn. So, that is feedback in second language acquisition. And the other hand is computer interaction and SLA. So, computer interaction plays a significant role in second language acquisition by providing diverse tools and platforms that enhance the language learning experience. Computer assisted or language learning, or also known as CALL programs, that interactive software and online language courses offers learning opportunities to engage with a target language in dynamic way. So this interaction contributes to various aspects of SLA, including vocabulary acquisition, grammar, understanding, and communication skills. So, for example, language learning application often incorporate interactive exercise that prompt user to engage in meaningful tasks, such as matching words with image or completing dialogue. So, these activities stimulate real language use and provide immediate feedback. So, virtual language exchange platforms enables learners to interact with native speakers or fellow learners, fostering authentic conversation and cultural exchange. So, this interactive component is crucial for developing communicative competence. So, as it goes beyond mere memorization of vocabularies, grammar rules. So, Additionally, computer mediate communication tools such as video conference or language learning apps. So, for example, kaniya itong gibuhat discussing with fellow learners. This is also a computer interaction, right? Online tutors and other mga apps like AI. That is the example of the computer interaction and SLA. Makatunta through the computer devices through online, no, not virtual. Not karang dili siya personal but virtual lang. Yeah, right. So, in conclusion, computer interaction and SLA provides a rich, versatile environment for language learners, offering interactive exercises, virtual communication opportunities, and immediate feedback. So these tools are not only enhancing the efficiency of language learning but also contribute to a more immersive and dynamic language acquisition process. So that would be all for my part. How about you, Raleigh? Share?
Yes, now we can share. Thank you, Ms. Sompat. So I'll be discussing tonight the zone of proximal development and scaffolding by Glenn Vygotsky. The zone of proximal development, or CPD, and scaffolding are two key concepts developed by renowned psychologist named Glenn Vygotsky. These concepts are central to the social cultural theory of cognitive development, which emphasizes the role of social interactions in learning and development. The zone of proximal development refers to the gap between a learner's current level of ability and their potential level of development. It represents the range of tasks that a learner can perform with the guidance and support of a more knowledgeable individual, such as a teacher or a parent. Vygotsky believes that learning occurs most effectively when it takes place in this zone. Scaffolding, on the other hand, refers to the support provided by a more knowledgeable individual to help a learner bridge the gap in the CPD. This support can take various forms, such as breaking down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable steps, providing prompts or cues, offering explanations, or modeling the desired behavior. The goal of scaffolding is to virtually transfer the responsibility for completing the tasks from the more knowledgeable individuals to the learner as their competence and understanding increases. According to Vygotsky, scaffolding should be tailored to specific needs and abilities. It should be responsive to their current level of understanding and provide just enough support to enable them to successfully complete the task. As the learner gains proficiency, scaffolding can be virtually reduced, allowing them to take on more independent and complex tasks. Vygotsky ideas on the CPD and scaffolding highlight the importance of social interactions and collaboration in learning by engaging in meaningful interactions with more knowledgeable others. Learners can acquire new knowledge and skills that they would not be able to achieve on their own dreams. This concept have had a significant impact on the educational practices, emphasizing the value of peer collaboration, cooperative learning, and the role of teacher as a facilitator of learning. So, in the other hand, I'll be discussing the next is accommodation and acculturation model. So, the accommodation and acculturation model and theories and principles of second language acquisitions emphasizes how individuals adjust their language use and cultural behaviors when interacting with speakers of a different language and culture. This model suggests that language learners adapt their language and cultural behavior to fit in with the target language community, leading to increased proficiency and cultural integrations. Accommodation refers to the process of modifying one's language use to be more similar to the interlocutors, while acculturation involves adopting a aspects of the target cultures. These models highlight the importance of social interactions and cultural immersions in language learning and suggest that learners develop linguistic and cultural competence through active engagement with native speakers and the target culture's practices and norms. And that's all. Thank you.
So that would be all. So this overall topic is to contribute understanding the multifaceted aspect of second language acquisition. So it encompassing social, cognitive, and technological dimension. So right.